Professional. Hi, welcome to your creative expression flow. My name is Brittni. I'll be guiding you guys through. You're all my friends here. It's weird to talk like I don't know you. I know all of you, and I like you a lot. Today is a creative expression flow, and we're going to get started in Supta Baddha Konasana. That's that big diamond shape with your legs. Soles of the feet come to touch. Knees are wide, and you're going to lay all the way back down on your mat today. And I'm just going to talk to you while you're in this position. We're going to set up some breath, and we're going to cover the groundwork of what we're going to be doing today. Once you get down onto your mat, let your palms face up towards the ceiling. Soles of the feet are touching. Let's start to establish some pranayama here, some breath. We're going to take an inhale to the count of 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Let everything go out of your mouth. Feel the lips and start to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it going. For today, we're going to be exploring creativity within the template of our sequence, template of our movement. We're going to be visiting 4 energy centers, those mid-energy centers. You have 7 chakras in all. We're going to be covering the 4 that really feed your creativity today. As always, listen to your body. And today is really about you. I'm sure that you have been in lots of yoga classes where you've been introduced to different binds, to different mudras, to different ways of getting into variations in your poses. And I'd love for you to explore all of that today. You don't need to follow my movements, but keep your alignment in mind as we move through, stacking your joints whenever possible, and checking in with your body. Staying strong in the core throughout your practice to protect your low back. And just staying mindful throughout. We're going to start with our chakra meditation here. If you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to be sitting here still for so long, no worries at all. Explore some movement. Maybe windshield wiper your legs side to side. No problem. Again, this is all just an offering to you today, to do with what you will. We're going to start by visiting our Svadhisthana chakra. That chakra is located in between your hip points, on your spine, and it's represented by the color orange. So visualize an orange orb glowing brightly and spinning at that space in between your hip points on your spine. With each inhale, that 4 count inhale, let that orange orb grow and spin brighter in that space. On your hold, really just visualize and visit that space. Send your mind, your breath, your focus to that low hip space. And exhale as you release, let that feeling spread throughout your body. This is where your sense of abundance lies, sense of pleasure, worthiness in relationships, and sensuality. Take 2 more breaths in this space, that orange orb glowing brighter. Holding to really feel that energy. And exhale to spread that orange glowing energy throughout that bottom half of your body and maybe even a little way up your body, up your torso as well. Take 1 more breath, focusing on that. And then move your focus up to your solar plexus. This is about 2 inches above your belly button, and again, on your spine. This is your Manipura chakra. Solar plexus chakra. This is where your inner Beyonce lives. All that drive, all that energy, all that force, confidence, that power, self-confidence lives right there. So as you inhale, feel that yellow, bright like the sun, yellow orb, glowing brighter. Each inhale. Pausing to feel that heat build within you. Maybe you feel the pulse of your heart even. And as you exhale, let that yellow energy spread throughout your body. Take 2 more breaths just like that. Feel that fire, that drive. This is where your inner Leo lives. And as you exhale, let that fire, drive, and ambition spread throughout your body. We're also working on turning off our inner critic today. There's a study that shows that rappers, free flow rappers, improvisational artists, there's a part of their brain that actually goes dark when they perform. And that part of their brain is their inner critic, their filter. We're going to work on turning that off today as well. Instead of thinking, oh, that's not right, that's not the movement that she's looking for today, just think, what if I do this? What happens if I move my body this way? And really check in with your sensation. Move your mind, your breath, your focus up to your heart space. Feel your sternum, and then right below that, connect with that space on your spine. This is your Anahata chakra. That green, forest green, the color of life, blooming and growing with each inhale to the count of 4. Holding that space, that feeling for 4. If Manipur is where your Beyonce lives, this is where your Randy Newman lives. It's all about hope and opportunity, being open to friendship and love, and the possibilities of your creativity. Take 2 more breaths right there. Increasing that space, feeling that bright green energy grow. Holding it there. And exhale, letting it go. And we're just going to take 2 breaths up to the Vishuddha chakra. If you're Jessie, this is where your Adam's apple lives. If you're any of the ladies, it's right behind where your Adam's apple would be, along your cerebral spine. Taking deep inhales, feeling that space where your actual audible expression lives, your vocal cords. How you communicate clearly with the world. It's a bright blue light, spinning and growing. Holding there. And exhale, let it go. If you haven't already, start to windshield wiper your knees side to side, letting your outer hips open up a little bit. Then bring your knees together, bring them in towards your chest, hug them in deep. Find a happy baby pose, grabbing the outsides of your feet or big toes, maybe a variation you haven't tried before. Knees are bent, or you can straighten them one at a time. And then find some stillness. Let your left leg go long on your mat for wind removing pose. You can find a grip that feels good to you. Maybe it's something different today, flexing through both feet. On an inhale, create some length. Exhale, find some depth. Take 2 more breaths like that. Inhale. Maybe you find some resistance against your shin with your clasping hands. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, create some space in your body. Exhale, find some depth. Bring your left knee up so that you can feel your left sole of your foot to your mat and cross your right ankle over your left knee for a figure 4 shape or a thread the needle. Thread your arms through and then grab the back of your left thigh. Drawing your left thigh in closer towards your chest with each exhale. Find a variation here. Play around with where you're grabbing. You can even do a bind around this shin, this right shin, letting the left leg go long on an inhale. As you exhale, bringing the left knee in, just play around, decide on something, and then take 3 breaths with that variation. We're still with our Svadhisthana chakra here. So as we go through this hip flow, picture that orange light emanating from your hip point and that space in between, and then flowing throughout your entire body, filling up your body with that sense of abundance, that sense of sensuality, that sense of pleasure, absolute joy in movement. Bring your left sole of your foot back down to your mat, and then start to bring your right sole of your foot down to the left side of your mat. So you're taking a bit of a twist here, but you're still in that figure 4 with your legs. Each inhale, maybe extend through the left leg. Each exhale, bring the left heel back in towards the glutes, and then press the right ankle into the left top of the knee. Or find a variation that works for you, just so that you're opening up these hips in some sort of way. Get some sort of sensation or feeling, check in with it. And just be here to breathe and feel. Keeping your eyes open to the possibilities of your practice, of your flow. One more round right here. And then come back into center space. Release that right foot to your mat, and then find your happy baby pose once more. Maybe a different variation this time. Maybe something totally weird and different. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna play around today too. You're welcome to follow along with me, but I would love it even more if you would just explore within your own playfulness. Let the right leg go long this time. Happy baby into your wind removing pose. Each inhale finding some length. Each exhale finding some depth. Play around and then take 3 breaths in that variation. Ooh, I got some snap, crackle, pops in my life with me today. All right, bring that right knee up, plant the right foot down, left ankle crosses over the right knee, figure 4, and then thread that needle through. Grab the back of the right thigh, find your variation, maybe the one you did on the other side, and then take 3 breaths. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. Bring it back in, release it back down. Left sole of foot to your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Cross at the ankles. Rock and roll the length of your spine 2 to 3 times. Knee in a tabletop position. All right, let's get savage with those hips. You're in tabletop position, shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over knees. You can tuck the toes under for more support, and then face pop, boop. Bring this right leg out to the side at a 90-degree angle, or you can bring it straight. I want you to play around with some hip rolls here, getting that full range of motion, taking it one way maybe, taking it the other way. Feel the music as you move. Decide on something, take 3 rounds of breath with it. And then release that down, taking the other side. Left knee out to a 90-degree angle by your side. Start to find some range of motion in that hip. That orange energy glowing and filling you up. Really find the pleasure here. Find your variation and take 3 rounds of breath in it. One more breath. And then come back to that neutral tabletop position. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, press your feet into your mat. Lift your shins up and off. Squeeze your core. Again, you're finding that core throughout the practice to protect your low spine, your lumbar spine. Press into your palms. Lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. You can take a moment to bend the knee, stack the hip, and open up through the right hip. Listen back to that 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot through, find low lunge. Left knee comes down. You can tap through the fingers. You can lift through your heart, tuning towards your chest. The basic template here is each inhale will take you into a low lunge space. Each exhale will take you into a half split. But I don't care what you do. I mean, I care what you do, but it's up to you. I was thinking I'd like to take some eagle arms in this. Each inhale lifting up, each exhale straightening through the front leg and tapping down. Decide what makes you feel good and take 5 rounds of breath in. Three rounds of breath. Feel that orange glowing space in between the hips. Last round. If you took any sort of bind, release it. Inhale, hand tie. Exhale, 2 hands to the mat. Plant your left palm underneath your left shoulder. Lift the left knee up. We're finding a simple twist up towards the sky. Take 5 rounds of breath to find some sort of variation that warms up these hips in any sort of way. Maybe you lower on the exhale, lift up on the inhale. Inhale, exhale. 1 more round. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bring that hand back down. Left knee comes down. Heel toe your right foot out to the right edge of your mat. You know it. Find a lizard pose. Plant the palms underneath your shoulders. You can lift through your heart space. This one template is a little different. Each inhale, you're in your lizard. Each exhale, the back knee comes up in some sort of fashion. I'm gonna take a bind underneath. I did this the other day in Tamara's class and I really liked it. So each inhale, I'm here. Each exhale, I press into my back foot and lift the knee, squeezing my right shoulder into my right knee. Exhale back down. So actually each inhale is a lift up. Exhale back down. Take whatever feels good to you for 3 more rounds of breath. Keeping the back of your neck long. Finding a smile on your face. Last round of breath. Exhale, release the left knee down. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Taking a twist from here, come onto the outside edge of the right foot. Plant your left palm a little bit forward of your left shoulder. Bend the back knee, gaze back. You can grab that back ankle. And then I would love for you to find your variation template vinyasa here. Each inhale is a lift and expansion. Each exhale is some depth into something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna inhale, reach back, exhale, bend and grab, and deepen. 10 more rounds of breath. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Without a snap, if you have that back leg, gently release it, come back, straighten through the front leg. Oh, that feels so good. Take 5 rounds of breath here. Maybe a lift and a dip, vinyasa breath. Maybe a point of the toe to find something different. 2 more rounds of breath. Last one. All right, rebend into that front knee. We're gonna find Skandasana. So you're in this lizard pose, and then you're just gonna shift your body to face the long edge of your mat, planting through the left heel, coming up onto the ball end of the right foot, right knee pointing out and away. You've got 5 rounds of breath here to find what you love. Maybe you're just inhaling up to find a balance, and then exhaling down to find some depth. Maybe your hands are coming all the way up. And down to your heart space, pressing that inner knee away. Find 3 more rounds of breath right here. Last 2. Last 1. Very nice. Okay. Bring your 2 hands, plant them on the framing of your left leg so that you can gently slide that left leg out to come all the way down to seated and find Upasvishta Konasana, lengthening through the right leg, pressing it out and long. All right, this first time, we're gonna focus on the center space. Second time, we'll go side to side. But this first round, I'd love for you to focus on center. I found something earlier that I really like. I created this little triangular mudra so that my elbows come out to the side when I exhale down and I inhale all the way back up. I'm flexing through my feet. You can point, which is flexing and pointing at the same time. But I want you to take 5 rounds of breath right here to find expansion on the inhale. Explore that creativity. Exhale. Ask yourself the question, what happens if I ... Creativity is born of curiosity. 2 more rounds of breath. That feels good. Gently rise back up. Walk your hands in. Bend this right knee. Bring your right heel in towards your pelvis so that you can swing around to the short edge of your mat. And press back to a downward facing dog. Maybe you want to take that 3-legged dog first, inhale. And exhale, release it down. We're going to take all of that on the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. You can bend the knee and stack the hips. Maybe inhale through that 3-legged dog, and then step the left foot through for low lunge. Framing the front foot maybe. Right knee is down, and you're finding your variation here. Remember, it's an inhale into low lunge, some sort of way, and an exhale into that half split. I took my eagle arms. If you take something on one side, try and take it on the other so that you can create balance in your body. 5 rounds of breath. Last two. Last round. Orange light glowing throughout you, emanating from your hip space. Come back to low lunge. Unravel if you took a bind. Lift your hands high, really reach up, stretch. Exhale, plant the right palm directly underneath your right shoulder. Lift the right knee up. Inhale, left fingertips high. You're in a simple twist here. You're gonna try 5 rounds of breath, whatever you did on the other side. Two more. Last one. And then bring that hand back down. Right knee comes down, lizard pose. Heel to the left foot out to the left edge of your mat. Planting your palms directly underneath your shoulder head. You've got 5 rounds of breath here. Remember, you're in lizard. And then as you exhale, you're in some sort of lift. I took that bind, so I'm going to bind it once more. I'm taking an inhale here. And exhale, pressing up. 4 more rounds of breath. Squeezing that left knee into the left shoulder. Should create some stability. I think you've got 2 more rounds of breath here. Gently release down. Replant your palms underneath, and we're going to find that twist coming to the nice edge of the left foot, gazing over the left shoulder towards the back leg. Maybe there's a bend to that back leg, maybe there's not. The right palm is a little bit forward of the right shoulder for stability. You're going to find whatever that inhale was to find creating some space in your body. Exhale some depth. 4 more rounds of breath. Three more. Last 2. And 1. All right, coming back to that lizard place, we're going to find Skanasana. You're going to swivel onto the right heel, toes up towards the sky, left knee out to the diagonal. You're going to find 5 rounds of breath, whatever you did on the other side. Maybe inhaling up, exhaling down. Maybe find a lift and some depth. Sending your breath, your mind, your focus to that hip space. You've got 2 more rounds. Last one. Good. Bring your hands down and then frame the straight right leg and then slide it out. You're coming to a seat. Upavishta Konasana. Go long through the left leg. Toes pointed, toes flexed, toes pointed, whatever you did on the other side. This time, we're going to take it side to side. So I'd like you to focus on bringing the energy over to the right leg, keeping the left sit bone down on the mat, stretching over. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale, take it to the other side. Find some sort of variation that you're feeling today. Five rounds a day. Three more each side. Last 2. And that was your last one. Bend the left knee. Swing around to the short edge of your mat. Send the left leg high. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, that was our hip flow. Now we're moving up to our Manipura, inner Beyonce, fire, drive, ambition. That's core. Lots of strengthening of the core, lots of twisting here. Inhale, lift the gaze in between your palms. As you exhale, find a plank pose. Take this opportunity to zip up through the rib cage. Scoop the tailbone under and feel those side abs, your oblique, drawing in towards the center line. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. want to get you familiar with that space. That's that bright yellow glowing light. Start to send your mind, your breath, your focus to that space, your solar plexus. Inhale, lift your gaze in between your palms to the top of your mat. As you exhale, bend the knees, and then step your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, draw the low belly in. Feel it through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Gentle bend to the knees, press into your feet. Inhale, rise all the way up, mountain pose. As you exhale, hands to your heart space or to your side, Samasthiti. Taking 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar Ace here with a little bit of extra core in between. Inhale, mountain pose, reach tall. Exhale, forward fold. Keep a flat back, keep the core strong as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, draw the back of your belly button to your spine. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back, flow through. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to a plank pose. Shoulders stacked over wrists, heels stacked over toes. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, right knee to left elbow, cross the body, send it back. Left knee to right elbow, cross the body, send it back. Hop out, hop in, hop up, hop back. 4 more. Cross, cross. Out, in, up, back. 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 Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your gaze in between your palms. As you exhale, hop, step, or float your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Gentle bend to the knees, press into your feet. Inhale, ride it all the way up. Feel that confidence growing. As you exhale, hands to your heart or to your side, Samasthiti. We're taking 2 more rounds. Please feel free to adjust that core sequence in the middle to whatever works for you today. Inhale, upward hand pose, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to flow through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Staying strong. Remember your alignment. Reinforce the strength of your shoulders. Reinforce the strength of your core. Find that downward facing dog. Inhale forward to your plank pose. And then take it away for 5 rounds of breath. Take this as your last one. And downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your gaze in between your palms. As you exhale, bend the knees, hop, step, or float your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Compress that solar plexus into the tops of your thighs. Feel that yellow light growing. Slight bend to the knees. Inhale, press into your feet, rise all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to your heart space or to your side. Samasthiti. Last round, here we go. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, flow through, stay strong. Reinforce the strength of your shoulders, of your core. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank pose. Find that core work here. 5 rounds. Stay strong. Check in with the sensations of your body. What happens if I ... Last 2. Last one. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Let it go out the mouth. You're gonna find a trill of the lips on some of your exhales. So you're gonna inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Working on that expression. Deep inhale through the nose. Let those lips go out the mouth. Very nice. Inhale, lift your gaze in between your palms. Exhale, bend the knees. Step your way forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Deep bend to the knees. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to your heart or to your side. Samasthiti. Let's take a quick drink of water because I need it. I drank way too much coffee today. All the moisture's been sucked out of my body. Okay, don't drink too much water. And meet me at the top of your mat when you're ready for a little more Manipura core twisting activation variation. Ground deep into your mat. Inhale, hands high. You're gonna find a chair pose. Deep bend in the knees. Send your hips back. Weight into the hips and heels. Inhaling, hands high here. You're taking 5 rounds of breath to build that Agni fire within. Where your Manipura is activated, so is your Agni fire. Deep inhale through the nose, constriction of the back of the throat. As you exhale, draw in even more. Maybe you want to take a twist side to side as you exhale. Inhaling, center space. Exhaling, prayer hands twisting. Inhaling, center space. Exhale, find a variation. 3 more rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. Last 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, chair, center space. Exhale, forward fold, straighten through the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, flow through. Chaturanga Dandasana. Strengthen the shoulders, strengthen the core. Meeting in downward facing dog. Once you get there, inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step it in between your palms. We're setting up for warrior 1. Swiveling the back foot down. Root deeply through both feet. Draw the right hip crease back in space. Press into both feet as you rise up. Inhale, warrior 1. And go a little bit deeper into that front knee bend. Perfect time to check your alignment here. Where can you stack your joints? We're gonna find some vinyasa breath here. I'm gonna take my eagle arms once more. You're welcome to find whatever you want. Inhale to find some length. Exhale for core activation somehow. 4 more rounds of breath. Play around, find your variation, and take 3 rounds of breath in it. Last 2. Last 1. Release the arms if you took any sort of bind, bring them high. Come up onto the ball mound of the back foot. You're in a crescent lunge now. Pressing the back of the left knee up towards the ceiling. And then finding a twisting variation here for your 5 rounds of breath. So that can be a simple twist. It can be something else totally different. 5 rounds of breath. Last 2. Come back up. Find your eagle arms. Wrap your left arm underneath the right. You're gonna maybe hop this back foot in a little bit. We're gonna find eagle at the top of your mat. So take off, bring this left knee up, and then cross it over the right leg. I'm gonna find a kickstand because I just want some support today. You're welcome to find a single or double wrap. From here, you're gonna find inhale, lengthen, exhale, hug in, almost like an eagle crunch, as though you were on your mat, on your back. Inhale, lift up, exhale, round the spine, crunch in. 3 more, inhale, exhale. Last 2, inhale, exhale. Last 1, inhale, exhale, crunch. Press into the right foot, inhale the left knee up. Whoop. Exhale, send it back for warrior 3. Maybe you unwind the arms here. You can point the toe, flex the toe, floint the toe, take a deep inhale. Exhale, softly set the left foot to the back of your mat, crescent lunge. Lean your body weight forward. We're gonna take some knee crunches in here. So maybe it's here. You're gonna crunch your left knee in towards your chest and send it back on the inhale. Maybe it's here. I'd love for you to find a variation you like for 5 rounds of breath. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, crunch in. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, crunch. Last 3. 2. Last 1. Send it back, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, 2 hands to the mat, flow through. Send the right foot back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Meeting in downward facing dog. Taking that all on the left side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step it in between your palms. Swivel the back foot down, setting up for warrior 1. Draw the left hip crease back in space. Press both feet into your mat. Inhale, rise up. Again, we're finding a lengthening and a deepening. Lengthening on the inhale, deepening on the exhale. I took my eagle arms, so I'm going to take that again here. Finding 5 rounds of breath in your creative variation. Deep inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Reinforce the core. Last 2. Last 1. Release the bind. If you took any sort of bind, bring your hands high. And we're going to find a crescent lunge. Come up onto the ball and onto the back foot. Press the back of the right knee up towards the ceiling. Touch in with your alignment. And we're going to find that twist, whatever that was on the other side. Find some kind of twist for 5 rounds of breath. Three, 2, last 1. Come back up. Inhale, hands high. Maybe scoot the back foot in a little bit, finding our eagle arms. Right arm wraps underneath the left, forearms wrapped, hands come to touch. You're going to take off with the back leg. Just a moment in one leg Tadasana before you cross the right knee over and find eagle wings. So right knee is stacked over the left. I'm finding a kickstand today. And my 5 rounds of breath, I'm lifting through the chest. Exhale, crunching in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Inhale, come back up. Maybe release the arms, inhale them high. Exhale, find warrior 3. And then back to that crescent lunge. Lightly set the right foot down, finding our crunches in and forward. Draw your torso forward, almost laying on the top of that left thigh, but not laying on it completely. You're still active through the core here. Whatever arm variation you took, we're gonna hug the knee on the exhale and send it back on the inhale. 5 more, 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, 2 hands to the mat, send the left foot back, flow through. Downward facing dog. Knees come down, separate the mat with distance, press your hips back, find a child's pose. Take a few rounds of breath right here. Check in with your body. Maybe get a drink of water. When you're ready, meet me seated on your mat. You're going to find a vinyasa here. A vinyasa, a navasana, boat pose. So you're going to bring your shins up parallel with your mat. Pointing or pointing, you can flex the feet. You can even tap the toes down to the mat. You can plant your palms behind you for support here. Again, you're going to find your variation that works for you today. You could even straighten the legs. Whatever it is, you're going to find that compression on the exhales and that length on the inhales. So you're finding your Navasana variation today. Maybe it's a lowering on the inhales. As you exhale, it can come up. You can scissor the legs. Find some creativity with your movement here. something you haven't tried before. 5 rounds of breath. Last 2. Last 1. Plant your feet down. Reach your hands forward, slowly roll all the way back. Finding a little bit more of an engagement here. Bring your hands underneath your glutes for a little more support. Let your legs go up the wall like a waterfall pose. And you're gonna find your variation here. You're gonna somehow, on the exhale, bringing your legs down to your mat, squeezing the core, back of the belly button down to the mat, and then inhale, rise the legs back up towards the sky. So however you want that to be, it could be butterfly kicks, it can be this rounding down, it can be something totally unexpected. Just keep the core engaged and take 5 rounds of breath. Ask yourself, what happens if I ... 2 more rounds of breath. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's fun. And that's the point of today. Have some fun. Take 1 more round of breath. Really engage the core. Manipura, yellow light, building, expanding. Hug your knees back into your chest, cross at the ankles, rock and roll 2 to 3 times, feet knee in a plank. Shoulders stacked over wrists, heels stacked over toes. And I just want you to find some plank variations here. Maybe that's Vashisthasana, coming to one side, planting the left hand down, coming to the other side. You can just stay in this plank pose. You can do some hip dips. You can hug your knees up to your shoulders. Decide on something and take 5 rounds of breath. Last 2. Last 1. Come back to that plank position. Press back to downward facing dog. All right, we've got 1 more little flow here. Our heart opening. Moving up to that Anahata Chakra. That green force light. Inhale, lift your gaze in between your palms. As you exhale, bend the knees. Step forward to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press into your feet, inhale, rise all the way up. We're gonna take a back bend here. Hands can stay high. You can find a steeple mudra, you can cactus the arms, support your low back. Whatever you find that works in your body, maybe a variation you haven't ever taken before today. When you're ready, inhale, lift. Through the sternum, through the heart. Exhale, press your hips and thighs forward, take it back. Press into your feet as you lift up a little bit on the inhale. Exhale, take it back even further. Really lifting up through the upper chest. Trying to keep the low back long. Maybe feeling belly to spine, keeping the core strong. And lifting through the heart space. 3 more rounds of breath. Last 2. Last 1. Gently press into your feet, rise all the way back up. Bring your belly to your spine. Bring your feet back together. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back to a plank pose, and then slowly lower all the way to your mat. Taking low, medium, and then high cobra. Palms are directly underneath your shoulders. Planting the tops of your feet so deeply into your mat that your knees lift up and off. On an inhale, lift through your heart space and draw it forward towards the top of your mat. Draw your elbows closer together behind you. Exhale, release it down. Take 2 more rounds of breath like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release down. Walk your hands back, 1 palm crunch to the tops of your rib cage. As you inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, release down. You can keep the weight in your palms now. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, release down. Last medium cobra. Inhale, lift a little higher. Really lifting through the sternum. Exhale, release it down. Walk your palms back, one more palm print. If you have any variations here that you know and love, you're welcome to take it. Maybe a locust or a bow. High cobra. Inhale, lift. Draw the heart forward. Straighten as much as you can through the elbows while keeping your hip points on the mat. Exhale, slowly lower all the way back down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Gaze up. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, lift through that heart space, that green light beacon up towards the sky. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Bow pose. Bend the knees. Grab the outsides of your feet. Knees will come back a little bit closer together. You can flex, you can point, just decide what you're doing. Gaze forward as you exhale, kick into your hands, lift up. You can point the toes and bring them together. There are so many variations to find, even in this pose. You can squeeze the inner thighs together on an exhale. On an inhale, open them back up. Exhale, squeeze the inner thighs together, lift. Exhale, open them back up. Or whatever you're doing for 2 more rounds of breath. And gently release it back down. Press back into a child's pose just for a moment, hips towards your heels. Walk your palms in and come up to standing on your knees. Tuck your toes under for more support. We're finding a camel variation here. Standing on your knees. For this camel variation, you can bring your hands to your low back. I would love for you to feel supported in this pose. It's a big back bend. Lifting through the heart, bringing the gaze back. You can even find a rock star each inhale. For exhale, coming back this way to one side. Inhaling back up to center space. Exhale, finding the other side. Lisa, if you want, you can play around with that variation of going from camel into bow. Following the hands back, and then making your way back onto your knees and up. Please don't try that if you haven't tried it before, or if you don't have a spotter. I trust Lisa to do it. I've seen her do it, she's amazing at it. Take 3 more rounds of breath. Whatever you chose. Open your heart. Oh my gosh, that's where we're at. I found the music so well. Not so humble brag. Last round of breath. Come back up. And then bring your hands to your heart. You can untuck your toes to sit your way back down. We're going to take a gentle twist trip here. So anytime you take those big heart openers, you want to counter them with a twist and some core. So we're going to bring our left hand to the outside of our right leg, right palm to the base of the spine. Inhale, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, squeeze the core and take a twist. Gaze over the right shoulder. Come back to center space, switch it out. Right hand outside the left leg. Left palm to the base of your spine. Inhale, lift through the crown of your head. Get tight in the core. Exhale, gaze over that left shoulder as you twist. Inhale, come back to center space. Plant your palms down, find a downward facing dog. I'd like to try to get us into a puppy pose before we go into our Dalam Darabanda and Brahmari breath. Inhale, lift your gaze in between your palms. As you exhale, bring your knees down and start to bring your chest down as you walk your hands forward to the top of your mat. Let your heart come down as far as it can. Maybe your chin is coming down towards the mat. Maybe you need to put your third eye space down for support. This is a huge heart opener, so just play with it. Find some vinyasa here to help you get deeper. Each inhale is a lift, maybe a tenting of the fingers or something. Each exhale, come back down. 1 more round of breath. Keep your shoulders plugged into their sockets while still stretching them. Feed that green light with this movement. Last 2. Last one. And then let yourself slide all the way forward. Just a gentle little Sphinx pose for a moment. Arms are at 11 since we're already here. Maybe you're gripping the top of your mat. Inhale, lift through your heart and draw it forward through your shoulder head. Use the gripping of the mat to help you pull yourself forward. Locking the tops of your thighs down into your mat. Locking your hip points down into your mat as well. Draw yourself forward. Maybe a gentle rounding on the exhale. Inhale, draw yourself forward. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Bring your palms back underneath your shoulders. Press your way back to that child's pose. And gently come back up, round through the spine here. Press your palms into your mat, press your knees into your mat. Find that cat back. Plant your left palm underneath your nose, finding twist here. Right hand high, inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm comes underneath, right shoulder, right ear to your mat. And then you're pressing this left palm into your mat so that you can deepen your twist. Again, keeping the core tight. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, right hand down. Take your twist on the other side. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, hug the belly in, round the spine as you thread through. Left arm down and through. Pressing this right palm into your mat. Keeping the core tight. Gazing up towards the ceiling. Coming back. Plant through your right palm. Inhale the left hand high. And then exhale, come back down to your mat. Sit down onto one hip or the other. Come back to those Baddha Konasana legs. Soles of the feet coming together, knees are wide. We're coming into our final component of our creative flow. This is our Jalandhara Bandha for our Vishuddha chakra. So Jalandhara Bandha is a throat lock. I'm going to turn the music down. Okay. So you're in this Baddha Konasana. Knees are wide. They can bring your feet in as much as it's comfortable for you, or you can keep them wide. This is just to give us a strong base. Sitting up tall, maybe bringing your hands to your ankles for support here. And again, so we're coming into that Vishuddha chakra. It's that light blue light. This is where our audible communication happens, our expressiveness. We're going to find our throat lock by, remember that breath we took at the beginning. That inhale for 4, retention or hold for 4, and then exhale for 6. We're going to revisit that breath right now. So let's just settle into that first and foremost. Let everything go out of your mouth. Feel the lips and start to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can exhale out your mouth for this section. Let's practice that one more time together. Feel the lips. Inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Out the mouth 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Now we're going to add our throat lock. Your throat lock should always only come on the retention of your breath after you inhale. Just keep that in mind. That's the safest way to do it. So you're going to inhale for 4. You're going to hold. On your hold, you're going to bring your chin in towards your chest. And as though you're drawing your shirt up your neck, you're going to feel that lock come into place. It's almost like you're making your chin smile. That's going to be the action of it. So I'll turn to the side so you can see it a little bit better. Let everything go out of your mouth. Feel the lips and start to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, chin down. Draw your shirt up. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Out the mouth, exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more rounds. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Throat lock. Draw the chin down. Back up. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Throat lock. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One last time. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, throat lock. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Coming into our Brahmari breath. This is our bumblebee breath. This is going to find the resonators of our body and help us express and communicate clearly. You notice those people that can command a room with their voice? That's because they're tuned into their resonators. They can make sound bounce off the walls in very creative and amazing ways. Benedict Cumberbatch is a great example. So we're coming into our inner Benedict Cumberbatch. You're going to take a deep inhale through the nose, sealing the lips. We're going to keep the lips sealed on the exhale and find an M sound with the breath. So you inhale through the nose, and then you exhale. The teeth will be gently touching. You can feel the vibration of them. The tongue will be at the top of the palate, whatever that thing is called on the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth. And then you're going to send that sound against your ribs, against your heart space, the upper ribs, against your throat, and against your nasal cavity. So any sound that can bounce around in open space is where those resonators are going to be the most effective. So let's play with it. We're going to inhale, and then we're going to take 4 rounds. First round is to send the breath into this low rib space. Then we're going to send it up to our sternum space on the second round of breath. Third round of breath is for your throat. And the fourth round of breath is for your nasal cavity. Let everything go out of your mouth. Feel the lips. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the lips and say M. We're just playing. Next up is our sternum space, trying to balance the sound around that area. Exhale everything out your mouth. Take a deep inhale. Fill all the way up this time. M sound. Third round is our throat space, those vocal cords. See what that does. Exhale everything out your mouth. Inhale deeply through the nose. M sound, bumblebee breath. It's cool to hear it in the room. I don't know if you guys can hear the sound bouncing around. Last round, nasal cavity. Exhale everything out your mouth. Deep inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. Hopefully that was fun for you. Brahmari bumblebee breath, finding your resonators. From there, you're still in your Baddha Konasana legs. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Knees come to touch. Reach your fingertips forward. As you exhale, slowly lower to your mat. One more little component to our Vishuddha chakra. Our Jalandhara bind here, that throat lock, comes naturally when we find Halasana plow. So I would like you to please watch me do this first and then do it on your own. Do not move your neck at all once you get into this position or even getting into the position. Very, very important that you do not move your neck side to side in Halasana plow pose. Promise me that. So you're back on your back. You're watching me first. You are not going into it yet. You're going to bring your hands down by your sides and then hike them underneath your glutes so that you can pick your hips up and stack them above your shoulders. You can use your hands to lift your hips so that they stack above your shoulders, straightening through the legs and letting your toes hover down to the floor behind you. They might not land, and that's perfectly okay. You're just looking for this length in the back of your neck so that your chin comes down naturally into your chest, and you're not trying to create any kind of lock here. It's just happening naturally, that natural compression. So you can take that now. Do not move your neck at all. Do not look at the screen. You're gazing straight up the ceiling, finding your Halasana plow pose. Toes are back behind you. You're letting the weight of gravity bring your legs down towards your face, lengthening through the back of your neck. Just feeling that slight compression there in your Vishuddha chakra, that light blue light. One inhale here. Exhale. Take one more round of breath. And exactly how you came in, make your way back out. Slowly, carefully, do not move your neck at all. And let your legs go long on your mat. Let your hands come away from your sides. Deep inhale through the nose. Let it go freely out your mouth. Exhale. Find 2 more rounds of this HA exhale. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go, HA. Last round, inhale. HA, release. It's so good to find these compressions. Anytime we compress a space, we keep the blood flow from coming in so that when we open it back up, fresh oxygenated blood comes in and heals that space, makes it more efficient in whatever its purpose is. Close your eyes here. Let your feet go as wide or wider than your mat. If you need anything else to feel complete today, please take it now. You are in your Shavasana. Releasing fully onto your mat. Maybe tapping into the energy that is buzzing around you, the energy that you've created with your practice here today. To stay exactly as you are, or gently make your way onto one side. You can press your way up to an easy seat if you so choose. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was a real treat and a joy to do this kind of flow. This is where it feels the most comfortable. This is where my heart lives, in the creative expression. And remember to keep your eyes open to the inspiration around you. Everything you see can inspire you if you let it. And remember that all the tools for your creativity, for your expression already exist within you. It's just a matter of tapping into them with your breath and your focus. Gentle bow to yourself. The light within me bows to and honors the light within you. Namaste.